Hey, hey. I very well might be the only one in here. Hey, Muppets. I need to get my phone on so I can do something. Give me 1 second here. I wish I didn't have to run my phone when I'm doing these, but it is what it is. Excuse me, and the coughs start already. Man, I need to get it together. I can't set this up though until I actually am live. So let's do it this way. Muppets. There we go. All right, Muppets. All right, so Muppets is in here, Blu-ray's in here, and Terry Mitchell. How are you doing? How are you doing? Muppets. Blu-ray. How are you guys? I don't know, guys. This could be really shitty. And I know my live's not the only one going on, so there's that. I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm doing okay. The best that I guess I can be, you know? That's all that we can ask for. So, I don't know, guys. I'm only gonna give it just a little bit and I'm gonna start because, again, everybody knows that kind of comes in here, watches, that I move through quickly. I don't stay on here. So, my Diet Pepsi, I gotta have it, right? Is the lighting better than what it normally is? Because I have the overall the overhead light on instead of just the main kitchen lights. I probably should have titled this differently, but we do need to talk. So, man, I get so frustrated with my channel. It seems like anymore, but no matter how many people I have in here, I still have shit to say. So I'm going to say it. I just want to make sure, because I'm not going to start over. It's just going to be what it's going to be. It's never shitty. It's a holiday, though. There's a lot of parties going on. There is Muppets. But even when there's not, we talk about things. So it's going to be what it's going to be for me. But I don't want to give up quite yet. So I see that there's some, again, don't want to say lurkers because I watch in people's channels too without talking, but some watchers, we'll put it there. My neighbor has people over outside. Oh, yeah. Hey, CP, good to see you. Thank you. I really, truly do appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, it's been a few minutes and I probably should just get to it, right? So, the title, We Need to Talk. As you guys can see, I've mentioned it now several times. My channel's not in a good place, okay? And I've had ideas about what I want to do on my channel. And I do think I'm going to follow through with those. When I first came to YouTube, my first channel name was Stacy Loves Beauty Tutorials. And I don't know, maybe I'll start doing some get ready with me or something. And I'm not some kind of a pro, just to talk to you guys and do something different. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to come on here and I'm still going to discuss things that I want to discuss. Okay. And I also said and talked about doing hauls. And I really do think that I'm going to do that because I think it would be fun. And I still have tons and tons of my BoxyCharm and BoxyLuxe because I haven't opened a damn thing since that video I uploaded, the live that I did. I haven't opened any more boxes. And again, I discussed why. Depression's a bitch and it is kicking my ass. All right. It is truly kicking my ass. One of the things that I've been trying to do is go outside a lot, mess around in flower beds and things like that, touch the grass, as they say, leaving the phone and getting off of the computer and just different things like that. But I still see things as long as things are left up. And that's what we're going to discuss tonight. All right. I am going to get into things just a little bit on my thoughts about some things. And if in fact people don't like it, they don't like it, I don't know what to say. All right. I am who I am. What you see is what you get with me. Okay. But I do keep it real. I don't bullshit people. And that's it, right? So let's do this. That would be fun. Just do whatever you feel at the time when you go live. It can be variety. Yeah, I think it would be good. All right. But what I just discussed, that's not what we're talking about tonight. But I guess I probably should put my glasses on because I truly cannot see for shit. So I did write down some things and, maybe I'll reference them. Maybe I will not. All right. But we are going to have a little bit of a conversation about the latest things happening on YouTube, some other things, just whatever. I want to start off with, you can see on my channel that my channel never exploded, right? Like, and please don't get me wrong. I'm good with it. But there's a reason. There's a reason for that. And one of those reasons is because I stayed to myself. I see a lot of people that go to other creators that have already been established, so on and so forth. Hello, Sarisa. How are you doing? Right? Oh my God, I better have said that right. Sarisa, correct? Can you just tell me if I said that right? Because, oh my God, if I got it wrong again, last time I felt so bad. Like, I really did. It was not good. I thought about it for days. Awesome. Oh, thank God. I don't like getting people's names wrong. It is so damn embarrassing. I think you said it right if I remember. Okay, good Muppets, because man, I suck ass. You said it right, Stacy. Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys, because just sometimes, and I don't want to get people's names wrong because it can offend people. So I'm glad to see that you came in to say hello, Sarisa. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, I know that you guys come in and out. If you could kindly, please hit the thumbs up for me because, man, you guys, as you can see, it's not good. It's not good. But I do keep trying because I've never been a quitter. So I hope that you guys can all understand where I'm coming from tonight. And, I like I said, I keep it real. I'm not here to bullshit you guys. Just laugh it off, honey. answer to anything. No, I don't want to laugh that off. Like I did. I truly did feel bad. Thank you so much, CP. I really appreciate it. Um, you know, I especially like, I've seen your name so many times in Tiffany's channel and stuff, and like the whole time I'm like pronouncing it wrong. It wasn't cool. And then I do it on my own stream. So that's embarrassing shit. Like every time I get somebody's name wrong, I'm embarrassed. Um, so as I was saying here with this, you see that my channel is having major struggles. There was a time it was better. I messed that up. But what I was saying is there's a reason that my channel is like this. Now, what I will say is I've never ever expected somebody to do, share me out anything. There was somebody that did a few times. And I was so always appreciative of that. And it was Tiffany. Tiffany didn't have to do that for me, but she did. Okay. And I was very much appreciative of that. Like I said, I have supported Tiffany from go, and I like her and I'm supportive of what she does. So what I'm saying is a lot of new people, they'll start coming in and they'll get with channels that are established, and then they'll try to get them to share out their channels and grow their channels for them. And, I watched as, again, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but I watched as Tiffany did that for many of people. So I know that other channels have done that too. Sorry for my coughs, you guys. I know it gets old. It gets old for me too. But she did that a lot. And a lot of channels do that for other people to get them going, to get them to their 1,000, to get them their watch hours and everything else. I stated from the beginning of my channel, I wasn't here to make the money. I wasn't here for those things. So I've been watching a lot of shit, you guys, a lot of shit. As long as it's left up, I can, if it's in my notifications, if I'm subscribed, or even if I'm not, and I just go look at that channel, and it's amazing to me on here. It's amazing to me on here. Like people really believe that, they either know all the facts about something, they know all the history about something. Shit, I've been here forever, it seems like, and I don't know all the shit, okay? I don't. And I can admit that. A lot of people don't. A lot of shit been going down. Yeah, it has, Sarisa. And it's just crazy to me. And I've stated, I watch all kinds of stuff. So obviously, I've been watching this stuff when it comes to what would be considered the true crime and stuff, like with Little Summer. And that little girl has touched my heart like crazy. A lot of tears, a lot of praying. And so there's always something going on with that. Like it's some of it's quite disturbing. And then, of course, I see the stuff with the drama. And it blows me away. There's a lot that blows me away on here. And then, of course, I go and I watch the other stuff that I always watched. One of the people that I mentioned on my very first live I ever did, Analyzer, she's at it again. There's a lot of stuff. And it totally just blows me away. So this weekend, I watched a video of Savage Live pulling up at Bombshell's house. What I'm going to say here is this. Those two have had an ongoing issue for a long time. Long time. With that being said, I would never, and I don't want anybody to think that I think that it's okay to do something like that. Okay. Because I don't think it's safe to do something like that. I don't. It has gotten so much worse even since I've been around these streets. Yeah. And you've been around a long time. It's really getting crazy. And when it came to this and I watched the video, look, first and foremost, Savage said she would do it. She has done it to other people. And Bombshell, because I've watched it, I've heard it from myself. She's given her invitations before, rather, being upset or pissed off or whatever. But at the end of the day, she did. And what did Savage do? She did. I have said it and I've said it on here. One of these times, somebody is going to get hurt. And it may not just be with this group of people. Okay. There's lots of different communities within YouTube. And some of the stuff that I have listened to, that I've watched, it is insane what some people will do. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. But at the same time, like I said, there's been an ongoing issue with both of those ladies. Well, several within a group. And I can't sit here and say that I'm shocked that Savage did that. I cannot, because I know that about her just from watching her. And, as far as Bombshell goes, Bombshell has definitely put the invitation out several times. I haven't just heard her say it once or twice. And again, it might have been in anger, or I don't know what it was. I can't speak for either one of them, right? But I just know that if somebody did that to me, we'll use that for an example. First and foremost, I would have to say, go ahead and pull up, right? But if I didn't, and somebody pulled up, let me tell you something. I'm that bitch. I am. I would have come out. You know what I mean? But then again, I'm not on here going at people like that to be like, yeah, pull up, the way it was with those two. Because if you do put that invitation out, there's a possibility, especially if the person will do it, there's a possibility they will pull up. I think it was an opportunity for both of them to talk. It didn't happen. I'm glad nothing bad happened. I haven't seen anything to know if police were called or anything like that. That could have been too. But at the end of the day, this type of stuff's not worth it on here. The real life stuff. And that's another thing that we're going to talk about, because I know for a damn fact a lot of people on here have done that. You just don't know anymore. No, you don't. You absolutely don't know. You are so right. It's just, the internet's scary to begin with. And I think that when you start putting out there that these things, you don't know what mental space somebody's in. Like, I'm live right now. Okay, I don't got 100, 2, 3, 1,000 people in my streams, but at the end of the day, I see who's commenting, and there's people that are not commenting. You don't know who those people are, and you don't know what somebody is capable of doing. So, like, I don't know. Like I said, I can't say I was shocked about what occurred, knowing both of them and watching both of them and listening to them. And it would have been great if it could have been squashed and resolved, but that's not what happened. And I don't know with those two. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know. But what I do know is that I really hope that this doesn't start like where people just think it's okay. Because my God, you could pull up to someone's house and it could go south like really quickly. So I don't want to see that for anybody on here, whether I would like them or I don't like them. I know that, like, I'm a nobody on here and stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't want to see people getting hurt and, anybody going to jail or anything like that. Not to mention how much crap is going on in the world. Exactly. It doesn't take much to set someone off. And you don't know who you are messing with on the other end. You really don't. That's the whole thing. You don't. And listen, there's people that have nothing to lose. They have not a damn thing to lose. And if you don't think that, they could possibly do something, then I don't know what to say. I truly don't know what to say about it, because people, as if anybody's watching the news, you can damn well see people are losing it. Like, there's all kinds of shit going on all the time. All the time. I mean, just look at these small kids that are constantly coming up missing, that are being, they're losing their lives. I have to watch how I word things. But, like, if you don't have that, you have other people going and taking lives in a different way. You know what I mean? So there's so much going on, and you just don't know what people are capable of. So I think that people need to really think about what they're doing. So there's that part of it. Okay. Because I'm not just going to keep going in. But what I'm going to say, though, before I end with that, is this: you need to be super careful. And this real life stuff, there's nothing cool about it. It doesn't make you any better than anybody else, right? It doesn't. And you could potentially, when you're putting out people's information like that, it could get them hurt. It could, if they have children, it could get them hurt. Like, I just don't understand what happened here, because people didn't do this bullshit. All right. Like, again, if you had something that you wanted to say, you were pissed, or there's somebody you didn't like, people fired up a live and they sounded off, and they took care of it that way. It was not like it is now. Like, the shit is out of control. It really is. Facts. This is super important, and it should definitely be discussed. Thank you, Stacy. The going real life is way too much. It is, CP. It is. And it truly, it needs to stop. And because I don't even know how many people YouTube have on this platform, but I know it's probably in the 100 millions somewhere. You just don't know who's watching you. And listen, I know that there's people on here that are going to go hard for the people they like. They're going to go hard and want to back them, rather it be financially, just supportive. But you don't know what level they're even willing to go to for somebody on here. So I don't know. People need to be careful. And the doxing needs to stop. It truly does. There's no reason to do that to anybody, no matter how angry you are. Keep the shit on the platform. You don't need to go to that extent. Point blank, period. That's how I feel. I also watched another stream last night, and I absolutely, positively could not believe what I heard. Excuse me. A few times now, I've brought up about Gotti Girl. Okay. She's new to having a channel. She's new to being on YouTube. I believe she came in with the Marvon stuff, as many did. Last night, I'm listening to her stream, and at this point, okay, Muppets. Okay, girl. At this point, I'm just listening to what she's saying, and I was just shocked. I understand that creators can get upset with people in their chats sometimes. I get that. I've heard it happen. especially if somebody's done something they're not supposed to do or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it is, the creator's channel. So if they don't want you doing something, doxing, or it could be anything, saying certain words, like for me, like I don't want children mentioned and things like that. So, but I could not believe that I heard her call out not only just like a sub, but a mod. I was shocked, right? And I'm like, wow. And this was all because of this mod sub being in other people's channels. I understand there are some creators, it was never done to me, not ever, that do not like that kind of stuff, especially if somebody's being talked about that, they support, or maybe it's somebody that they don't like. But to have your sub, your mod, be spoken to like that live, like you felt that way, you could have talked to her behind the scenes. Like, obviously, with what I'm about to say, you both knew how to get a hold of each other. So you absolutely, that would have been embarrassing, first and foremost. But what come next was like, it really blew my mind. You were pissed off at her, because she's in chats talking about somebody that you like, but you were pissed off at her because she didn't give you money on your birthday, but she helped somebody else. This Samantha girl helped somebody else. So she messaged her to get information, and you were pissed about that. I couldn't believe it. And that's why you went and got so angry at her in her channel, or in your channel in the chat. Pardon me. Screwed up there a minute. Like, so were you expecting? I don't know. It kind of just, I was like, you've got to be shitting me, because like I spoke up for this girl like 3 times. Okay? 3 different times. Especially with the Christy Payne bullshit. Okay? Fucking scammer. Excuse me, but that's how I feel about it. And like, I guess maybe I can't 100 say that, but she's definitely an e-beggar. Definitely an e-beggar. I spoke up for this girl. I stated she's a nice girl. And, the shit that was going on with Christy, with the doxing of her and everything else. Like, at one point, she had said, nobody stuck up for me. The hell I didn't. I put it on a community post. I called her out for that. Like, what you doing? Why are you doxing people? Because I'm not down with that bullshit. I'm never going to be. So, I hear her say this, and listen, yes, there are a lot of people on here that get money, but you can't expect that it's just going to come to you. That seems to be like a huge problem on here. Huge. Somebody's always expecting something, like, whether it's your birthday or it's not. I've had many of birthdays since I've been on YouTube, but I don't ask anybody for nothing. Never. So my biggest problem with it all, though, was the way that she talked to, the subscriber, the mod in her channel. I'm like, wow, you couldn't do this shit behind the scenes and tell her how you feel? Like, that was some bullshit. Straight up, Gotti girl. All right? I stood up for you before. I spoke up for you before, but this shit was wrong. What you did was wrong. So, like, you probably really should talk to her and at least apologize for doing that shit during a live for the world to see. And that live's still up. You can have your thoughts and feelings all day long. If you don't like it, that she's in other people's channels, which you really shouldn't tell people where to go. Okay. You shouldn't do that, because who are you to tell somebody, hey, you can't go to this channel, you can't go to that channel? Like, that speaks volumes about a person, in my opinion. All right. I'm a neutral person. I go wherever I want to go. I like whoever I like. When my channel was more hopping and there were more people, I wouldn't have never thought, nor even now, I would never think to say, listen, if you go to so-and-so's channel, don't come back here. All right? No, that's not how I play the game. And it's just not right. But it's definitely not right to call people out on a live. Again, not only a sub, but a mod. Like, wow. That's all I can say is just wow. That's not kind of shit that normally happens. Like, MGL used to pull that bullshit. She never gave a damn. And there's a lot of people that had a lot to say about that. Which brings me to my next thing. Let me get a drink, please. I need to try to stop the coughing. What did you say here, Muppets? That person has no class to do something like that, right? Like, who does that bullshit? So true. Sorry, so yeah. Like, I could never do something like that. I don't know. Again, I know that she's new. And again, you can feel how you want to feel, but you could have done that shit behind the scenes. So I spoke up for this girl, and I just thought, she's new, this, and this is happening. But when I saw that, I was like blown. It should never be expected. Correct. Like, if somebody's going to give you something, they're going to give it to you. I'm sorry that you didn't get what you thought from one of your friends, but you can't expect it. And it just seems like this whole money thing on here, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again now. It causes big problems. The money stuff has always caused big problems, because heaven forbid if somebody sees that you're getting more than they are, or there's more people in your channel that's it's a mess. It's always been that way since I've been on YouTube. It's really gotten bad. Like, within the last couple of years, it's gotten out of control. It blows me away, because when I started with all this, you didn't see this bullshit. You did not see it. You didn't have somebody that had their hand out, or that they were expecting shit like that. Yeah. Would they say, hey, you can super chat, or, whatever? Of course. But there's other people on here, they never mentioned it at all. They didn't expect that. So I was blown away. Welcome if you're just coming in, please. Thank you. Thank you so much, Muppets. So this brings me to the next thing. I put up a post about this. I did not do a video or a live. As you can see, when I do the uploads, it's just a disaster. I'm not going to go any further into that. So I put up a community post about something that I watched on Jilly Bean's channel. Now, it comes as no surprise, okay? I don't like Jilly Bean. And I don't like Jilly Bean for a reason. Because she went around running her fucking mouth, simping for MGL, calling people junkies and shit. And I don't like that. And there's a reason that I don't like that. It's in lives from some time ago. But it has to do with a family member, okay? I don't like that bullshit. And don't even say you didn't do it, or you were trying to say it was junkie channels, because that's straight up bullshit, okay? So She goes, she has MGL on panel. And what are they doing? What's she allowing to happen? Because heaven forbid, she has to have MGL on there to get her views and shit, right? She starts going at somebody else that I think a lot of, and I have known for a long time, which is Nenny. She starts trashing her, okay? She starts busting on her about mental health. I don't appreciate it. Hey, Nana 6. It's so good to see you. Hey, Stacy. Great to see you. It's great to see you, too. Thank you so much for stopping by. Before you go, because I don't know how long you'll stay in, but could you please hit the thumbs up for me? I'm trying, guys. I am trying. I mean, it's quite embarrassing, but you know what? I keep going. I keep going. I just need to be more consistent, and maybe I would get back into the algorithm. But it is what it is. Like I said, for a small channel, don't do anything on your channel for a little over 2 years and see what happens. It's not good. It's not good at all. So MGL's up there. She's going at what happened with Nenny in her life, which she had no business to do. And again, this woman's supposed to be a fucking life coach. All right? Like, that is the biggest joke, right? This woman, there's no way. If people have watched her from the moment she stated she was a life coach and her behaviors, and then you talk to her in private, I understand that the life coach, they don't have to follow HIPAA and all this other bullshit, but there's should be some form of confidence, right? Not with that bitch. Not with that bitch. She will come out and tell your personal shit, and you just wait. Just wait, Jilly Bean. You better keep kissing that ass, girl. You better. Because anything you told her, when she gets pissed, is going to come out. I'm telling you. So, talking about people's mental health like that, again, it comes back to you don't know what somebody is capable of doing because you don't know where they are mentally, right? You don't know. That's how I feel about it. Just keep doing you, boo. Don't ever change. Well, I'm trying. It's not been like, it's hard for me to come on here because of what's happening with my channel. But as you can see, I'm trying. That's right. Never give up. You're doing great and things will pick up. No? We'll see. My God, you guys, did I go over those twice? That is hysterical and scary at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. That cracks me up about the life coach. Sarisa, it's a joke. Like, for real. I'm not even playing around. I love it when you go live. Even I don't always know who you're talking about. Keeping it 100. Yeah. I know there's times that I talk about people that some don't know. That's partly my fault because, like I said, I go all over the place. She has always wanted to be a reality TV. Yeah, right, Nana 6? Like, she might as well just give it up. The jig's up, okay? And if somebody does give her a reality show, oh my God. That's all I can say is, oh my God. What a joke she is. Oh, see, I already showed it, didn't I? Man, I always find a way to mess up, don't I? But yeah, how can you say that you're a life coach and that's the shit that you do to people? You go at someone's mental health and put it out there for everybody to hear, okay? Whether or not a person has told their story or they, whatever. You don't do that shit to people. I mean, there's so much about MGL. So much about her. She was going to life coach kids too. Oh God, I would never, ever want her to talk to my kid. If people only knew. That's all I can say. That's good that you go all over the place because that gives you a lot of variety. It does. And I enjoy watching different people. All about the money for her. It is. It absolutely is. Nana 6. Gonna make another picture of tea. Be back in a couple. Okay, sounds good, Sarisa. Sounds good. Oh, hell no. Yeah. Not good, right? Who would want her around their kid? I mean, for real. Look, I don't do the talking about kids and stuff like that, but when it comes to MGL, she has some nerve to say she's going to life coach kids, okay? I probably really can't get into that because it won't be good. It won't be good. She needs to worry about her own, okay? And not anybody else's. And I'll leave that part there. Yeah. I need to stop with that. It's totally cool. I knew who Bomb and Savage was, and you keep it relevant because it's similar across the board. Yeah. I'm glad though that I knew that I was like hoping I knew like Muppets would know and stuff. I know that some of you know like some of the people that I talk about, but not everybody, you know? So I don't miss her. Nana 6, you're not the only one. Believe that. Believe that. Blown in chicken. Oh my God. Yeah, right? CP? She's a nasty bitch. Nasty. Ugh. Gross me out. I know. I agree with you, Nana. I agree with you. So, like, how can you let somebody up on your channel to do that? And then you pull the live and then say, oh, well, I didn't know that that was going to happen and I apologize and this and that. Look, you know how she is by now, Jilly Bean. Okay? You do. She don't care what comes out of her mouth. She doesn't care what she's doing on your channel because her channel's gone. You should probably be really careful with that. Just saying. And because, you know, you can't just have people on that just do whatever. It blows me away, you guys. But to go at people's mental health like that, you just don't know what somebody's capable of doing. And that's a fact. Do I even want to know what that means? Yeah, about what? MGL? Probably not because it's nasty. Yeah, run is right. CP is right. You just want to run. No joke. She's a nasty bitch. And it's funny shit. So, you guys, like I said, you know that I pretty much keep this stuff like small. I don't come on for long periods of time. And a lot of that is because I have a really hard time like sitting and staying in the same place. I know that this has been mentioned by other people and things like that, but I can only speak for myself. I have 3 herniated discs and I cannot sit for long periods of time. Like, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. I don't know how some people do it. I'll just be straight up. I don't, because I can't. I cannot do it. You definitely don't want to know laugh out loud. No, she does not, Sarisa. It's nasty. Muppets, I'll tell you. It has to do with her tits. Okay, that's what I'll say about it. So at least you have that part of it. Okay. I can elaborate at another time, but yeah, it's nasty. She's nasty. Yeah, discs are the worst. It's terrible. It's terrible. I can't imagine the pain from that. It's a nightmare. I don't know. Some people, I guess, maybe it doesn't bother them to sit and shit, but it does me. It bothers me to sit, lay, everything, you know. So, but everybody's different. Her boobs and her hoo ha, yeah, right. She's not. Who even talks like that? Like and says that they smell. Like, come on, ugh. It's enough to make a person want to barf. Okay. I don't know. I just could not believe, like, what the hell goes through these people's minds to think that this shit is okay? You know, like, we always had this rule, like, you didn't call out people that were just chatters, you know, like people that came into your channel. There were just certain things that you didn't do here. And it just seems like now it's like, fuck it, I'll do whatever I want. I don't get it, you guys. I really don't. Disgusting, yes. Nana 6. Herniated disc. No, they're not. They hurt like a mother. She is so gross. You got it, Muppets. Thank you, Stacey. You should definitely come on more, even for short periods of time. It's definitely a breath of fresh air, and I enjoy you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate everybody that came in tonight. Like, I've just been really discouraged with coming on here. Like, it's not been good. It's not been good at all. By the way, I love your kitchen. I really want those cabinets. Yeah, well, through the years, I've been told about the paint, which the kitchen is going to get redone, but it's just not right now because, yeah, we just spent a ton on a lot of stuff, the bathroom, and we had to have electrical. It was a mess, but it will. And yeah, the cabinets they're nice. I know probably people make fun because I'm in my kitchen, but this is where I started, and this is where I'm going to be, you know? You always keep it real, and I love to see you. Well, I appreciate everybody that come in tonight. I really do. I tried not to get out of hand, you know, yeah, you know, my mouth a little bit, but I tried really hard to not. If I would have probably come on here last night, it would have been a different story. I always refer to him as my honey. Don't use no names and things like that. He tells me all the time, he's like, you know, when you need to go on there, he's like, when you feel like whatever's going on and you have something to say, he's like, that's when you need to fire it up. People would probably be like, oh God, you know, I don't know if I showed that one. I might have already. Well, I just, it's hard to see, you know, I was never the numbers person. I was never the one watching all of that. But I now can see how things used to be versus how they are now. And it's just upsetting, you know? It's like you're hanging out in the kitchen. Best talks are always at the kitchen table. You know it. They are. That's true. That's facts. Oh, CCP. That's facts. That's facts. All right. Before I end this, because I usually, you know, again, I do keep it short. What I'm going to end on is kind of what I touched on before. In different videos of mine, I have stated when it came to MGL, I've stated that I would like to meet her. Okay. It's not no secret. I don't like her. When I say that I want to meet her, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to want to pull up. Okay. That's not it. So I really hope that people understand things can go really badly. And it's not something that should be done. And again, within this situation between Bombshell and Savage, they've had an ongoing issue for a long time. Bomb had invites. And she knows Savage will pull up, and of course Savage said it. But at the end of the day, it's not good, you guys. And I just really hope that people don't start thinking that it's going to be okay. And going real life again, putting out people's families and stuff like that, you're essentially putting people in danger because you don't know what somebody's capable of doing. Bottom line, you don't. And when we're on these lives and shit, you don't know who's watching you. If they're not talking to you, you don't know who the hell's watching you. So, like, and even then, even if they are chatting, do you know them? No, you don't. So it's just, please stop with this bullshit. Like, pay attention to what's going on in the world because it's not good. Like, people are woohoo. So be careful. That's it. So that's what I have to say. And I hope that everybody has a good night. Don't be pulling up, right? Don't go real life, right? You agree? Yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool. It's never okay. People are nuts these days. They are. And you just don't know. You truly don't know. So, thank you again, you guys, for stopping by. I really do appreciate the support. And again, thank you for the thumbs up. I want you guys to know that I do appreciate you so much. And I hope that you all have a safe Labor Day. And I hope to see you guys soon. Okay? Love you and keep coming live. Well, I'm trying. Thank you, Stacy. Have a good night, too. Thank you, Sarisa, for coming in. Thank you, Muppets, so much. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.